Well, gamers, we've got some spicy controversy simmering in the gaming world, and it's all about Helldivers 2 and PSN account linking. Grab your popcorn, this is going to be a ride. In the heart of the storm, we find Helldivers 2, a game that's recently made waves with a new requirement for its PC players. That's right, folks, they're now required to link their Steam accounts to PlayStation Network. And as you can imagine, this news has stirred up quite a hullabaloo in the gaming community. We're seeing a flurry of mixed reactions. Some players shrug it off as common practice in the gaming industry, while others are less than thrilled about the idea of creating a PSN account. And it doesn't stop there. The Steam platform has been hit with a surge of negative reviews, a clear indication of the discontent among gamers. But whether this storm will lead to a significant drop in player population, well, that remains to be seen. So are we looking at a gaming revolution or just another teacup storm? Stick around, we're just getting started. All right, folks, let's crack this nut open and see what's at the heart of this Helldivers 2 PSN requirement. A little context here, PlayStation Network, or PSN, is Sony's digital media entertainment service. It's a hub for all things PlayStation, and now it's making its way into the realm of PC gaming with Helldivers 2. But why is this happening, you ask? Well, it's all about safety and security. You see, the gaming world is not immune to the ills of the real world. We have our fair share of miscreants who engage in, let's say, less than sportsmanlike conduct. To combat this, Sony has decided to require Helldivers 2 players on PC to link their Steam accounts to PSN. The idea is that this will provide an additional layer of protection and a means to ban those who engage in inappropriate behavior. Sounds reasonable, right? Well, not everyone thinks so. Some players have voiced concerns about creating secondary accounts, and understandably so. It's another password to remember, another set of terms and conditions to agree to, and another account that could potentially be hacked. There's also the issue of data privacy. With all the recent data breaches, it's not surprising that people are wary of sharing more of their personal information. And then there's the elephant in the room. Not everyone can access PSN. There are countries where PSN is banned, and players in these regions are left in the lurch. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place, unable to enjoy Helldivers 2 unless they find a way around this requirement. So it seems like the gaming community is split between safety first and freedom of choice. But what does the creator of Helldivers 2 have to say about all this? Arrowhead, the brains behind Helldivers 2, didn't just sit back and watch the fireworks. They had something to say too. When the storm of controversy blew in, Arrowhead was quick to respond. They didn't exactly jump in the front line of fire, though. Instead, they directed all inquiries to PlayStation support. A strategic move, perhaps, to let the big guns handle the heavy artillery. It's like they said, "Hey, we made the game you love, but the account linking thing, that's Sony's department." But what does this mean for the gaming community? How has this PSN linking requirement affected the player population? Well, that's a bit tricky to answer. You see, this isn't the first time a gaming company has stirred the pot with a decision that didn't sit well with players. And yet, the world of gaming keeps spinning. Some players, frustrated with the new requirement, have indeed voiced their grievances through negative reviews on Steam, but others seem to have shrugged it off, arguing that it's a common practice in the gaming industry. They've linked their accounts and carried on, enjoying the new features and updates of Helldivers 2. So has this controversy affected the game's popularity? It's hard to say. The gaming community is a diverse one after all. Some players may have turned their backs, but others have stayed loyal, standing by Arrowhead and Helldivers 2. It's a mixed bag of reactions, really. With Arrowhead playing hot potato with the issue, it's anyone's guess how this will pan out. But for now, let's hear it from some of the gamers themselves. We've heard from the big guns. Now let's hear from the people who really matter, the gamers. The Helldivers 2 PSN requirement has certainly sparked a variety of reactions. Some gamers are pulling up their digital socks, already linking their accounts and diving headfirst into the game's new features and updates. They argue that this is just another day in the gaming industry, where account linking is as commonplace as power-ups in a platformer. They champion this move, believing it's a solid step towards a safer, more secure gaming experience. But then there are others who seem to have their joysticks in a twist. These gamers are less than thrilled, citing concerns about creating secondary accounts and data privacy. They're not exactly jumping for joy at the thought of another password to remember, or the potential privacy implications of linking accounts. There are even those who are simply unable to link their accounts due to restrictions in countries where PSN is banned. And let's not forget the Steam reviews. Oh boy, have they been a mixed bag. Some players have dropped their positive reviews like power-ups, praising the game for its bold move. But others have been throwing out negative reviews like they're going out of style, expressing their frustration with the new requirement. Clearly, this issue is as divisive as pineapple on pizza, but in the end, it's the gamers who will decide the fate of Helldivers 2. So, there you have it, folks. The full scoop on the Helldivers 2 controversy. We've taken a deep dive into the PSN requirement, explored the backlash from the gaming community, and heard Arrowhead's response. It's clear that opinions are varied and heated, with some players embracing the change for improved security, while others are voicing concerns over data privacy and the inconvenience of secondary accounts. Regardless of where you stand, it's undeniable that this debate has thrust Helldivers 2 into the spotlight. Whether you're a fan of PSN linking or not, one thing's for sure: this controversy has made Helldivers 2 one hell of a hot topic. Until next time, keep gaming.